We're going to have an accident today. Like, we're going to tear something up, guys. I guarantee it's going to happen. Something is going to get tore up. We're going to split a switch. Oh, what happened? What did we do? I told you we were going to tear something up, guys. What did we tear up? What's up, guys? We're back with a clip from my last live stream where I wound up working Norris Yard on the AGS route. Things had completely melted down on the railroad. I had a ton of work to do in order to sort things out, but unfortunately, they didn't go quite like I had planned. It's just another day on the railroad. We're going to have an accident today. Like, we're going to tear something up, guys. I guarantee it's going to happen. Something is going to get tore up. We're going to split a switch. Something's going to happen. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. When you start getting into all this stuff, and I'm not very familiar with it, things are going to happen. I need to grab that switch there, and then we need to get this one right. R6, that's the straight in, pretty much. Let's tag them so I can see what's going on here. Do they label the tracks? They label it receiving yard, but they don't label the actual tracks. So let's see, R6 would be... It's 179? Yeah, we might could grab it. It's one of the longest receiving tracks. Yeah, let's relinquish and let's grab this bad boy. Let's take this power off. Do shift F7. Close this guy. Should have brakes on it. Open the coupler. Alright, we should be good. Should be good to go. Let's get this guy out of here. We're just going to set him over somewhere. I don't know where. We're just going to set him somewhere out of the way. We'll probably grab a few tracks. They pull down so far. Yeah, we could probably just grab a few tracks and just run all this power down down to the shop. There we go. Now we're good. Yeah, we're just gonna grab some of these units and just set it off to the side somewhere out of the way so we can grab some of these tracks and start humping. If we can get one or two more trains in the yard, I'd be really happy. I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think we're going to have time to. We can probably get one started. A lot of aces. This is an ace heavy route. It's been years since I've hosted a multiplayer, so I need to figure that out. But next time I do this, I may very well do that so we can clean the yard up and get it taken care of, because it's a hot mess. Like, this is a big old cluster right now. But multiplayer is fun. Like, the times that I have played multiplayer in the game, I've had an absolute blast. There we go. Now we're good. East Alabama is one of them. He works for CSX Online stuff. Yeah, I see. East Alabama jumps in here from time to time. I haven't seen him in a while in a few streams, but usually he's in there pretty regular. He's probably out working, but you're right. Yeah, he does work on the Lionel side. Yeah, I think he works. They got the board out of Talladega that he works on. All right, so now we want to go back to this track. Grab those. Man, that's a lot of engines. We'll go back to that one and grab it. And then I think we're just going to put these out of the way somewhere. Just stick them, I don't know, Stick them somewhere. Might honestly stick them in this track because eventually we got to grab that set of power down there too. So we may just put them out of the way down here. So the thing about having all this power is that it definitely takes a while for the brakes to release. I remember we'd have trains with 8 to 10 engines. A lot of them would be dead in tow, and engineers hated that. They hated that stuff. All right, that'll do. Let's see. What do we want to do with this stuff? Left mass, right? Yeah, that's the kind of BS that happens though. Like, you try to be slick. We could have ran around the car. We could have gone down the little ways. Like, they had a little tiny runaround that you could use, but we didn't want to do that. We thought we'd be slick. I want to say the guy I was working with had dropped cars there before and it worked, but for whatever reason, that one car just did not want to roll, right? Like, it just didn't want to do it, and so it just stopped. The only thing we could find was like a piece. It wasn't even a full cross tire, right? It was like a piece of one that was rotted. It's a wonder, like, as soon as we didn't start pushing against it, that thing didn't explode into like 1,000 splinters. Like, we're probably really lucky. Those were the nights. Yeah. It's the stuff you have to deal with, right? It's that kind of stuff. All right, let's hop in. We'll take this power. We'll set it over on another track. Eventually, it'll work its way over to the shop, just not today. We got to get to humping. It's the most important thing. We gotta hump. Can't wait. We didn't have frogs when we would derail. We had to use broken ties, old spikes, and metal plates, whatever. Yeah, you just have to pile stuff up by the tracks, right? Shove under the wheels to get it back up. Really sketchy. Yeah. Yeah, I hear you, dude. I hear you. Like, piling all kinds of trash and junk by the rail to get it up on the track. That's hilarious. Is always, yeah, railroading is always. Is there an MU connection on the coupler menu? Is there? I never even noticed that. Is there really? Now I gotta look at that. I gotta check that out. I did not. If there's one, I never noticed it. Yeah, you're right. It's always an adventure. Used to, like, working with those old heads, we'd jerk cars by and drop cars and, like, do all kinds of stuff like that. We had this one move that we had to make. We'd have 16 box cars and we'd have to roll them by to get on the other end of them on the main line. So what we would do is we would stop on the main and we'd line ourselves into this little industry track. And then, like, the conductor would get up on the cut. You get on the cut and we would kick them. We would reverse and kick them up grade, like it's a 1% grade there. So we would kick them up grade just a little bit. And then the engineer would put it in forward and he would clear up in that industry spur. Then the switchman would throw the switch back to the main. And about the time that you got your switch back right and the locomotive into clear, the cut that you kicked up the hill would be coming to a stop. And then it would stop and it would start rolling back the other direction. And then the conductor would catch up on them and we would bottle the air on it. Like, you had to bottle the air. So the brakes would be released, the air would be bottled. The conductor would catch up on the head end of the cut. It's rolling down at 1% grade. The switchman would talk him by, and then once he cleared the switch, you take your foot and you'd reach down to the angle cock and bump it open with your foot and bust the air and then stop the cut. And that was like really freaking sketchy too. I remember one night I was a switchman and we started the movement like that. It started rolling and I told him he's in the clear and the cut just kept going and going and going and going until they were freaking out of sight. It was at nighttime. It was a night job. They were out of he was out of sight. And so anyway, I hopped on the engine. I lined us back out on the main. Then we went down the main to catch them. And I didn't want to say, like, we didn't want to say too much over the radio to tip people off. And so I was like, is everything okay? And he's like, yeah, I'm good. Just come on down here and get me. We never did say that they kind of ran away a little bit, you know. So we go down to the bottom of the hill and we find the cut and we grab it. And I asked the conductor, I was like, dude, I was like, what happened, man? He's like, I couldn't reach the angle cock with my foot on that particular boxcar. Like, he couldn't get it good with his foot. And he's like, I almost killed myself trying to bust that air, trying to get it, trying to get it with his foot. I was like, man, come on. Could have been a bad. They stopped, like it's at the bottom of the hill, so they're going to stop. But and I think even what we did was kind of tame compared to what they did like back in the day, back in the old days, where they would like jerk cars by to a spot. Like, I've heard them like jerking pultwood cars by to a spot all the time. And like sometimes they'd go off the end of the track because they'd have a bad handbrake and they'd be like, okay, let's put some more in there then because you just didn't make it. This thing is slow to release. Oh, what happened? What did we do? I told you we were going to tear something up, guys. What did we tear up? Did we split a switch? No. 76, 71. Which one? Oh. Ah, doggone it. Yeah, we sure did. We had a little accident, guys. All right, you know what? Let's clean this up real fast before anyone knows. Clean it quick. Clean it up super fast. Take him ahead. I didn't even realize the switch was against us. Oh, no. Yeah, we are up shit creek with this, guys. Yeah, we are. We are. We're up the creek. Okay, how can we fix this? Stop. Stop, 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 stop. All right, let's close this off. Close. Close. This may work for us right here. We could pick it up and put it back down, but that would be way too easy. All right, let's shift F7 it. Get everything back right, like nothing ever happened. Yeah, the brakes are applying on it now. Oh, release. Oh, the PCS is still open. Looks like it just dumped again. Handbrakes room. Let's get that. Damn, we're going to have to pick this thing up and drop it back down. And we derailed right in front of the rail fan platform too. That's great. Let's see. What else can we do here? Explorer, don't blow yourself up with those splody boys, right? Oh, the little heart attacks, right? Yeah, we just had our little heart attack right here too. It still sounds like it's leaking air. Why is it... Close that side. Maybe that'll get it. Close. Come on. I thought I already closed that once. Why did it reopen? Oh, because I shift F7'd it. That's exactly why I did that. Okay, so then now... Can we just, like... We need to actuate these brakes off. So they'll just be free rolling. And I don't see a way to do that. I wonder if it'll let us, like... Yeah, it's still giving us excessive coupler angle. Okay. You know what? Let's just do this. There we go. Yeah, I hate doing this. But you know what? Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. There you go. Place train. If it'll let us place it. It may not. It may be real finicky about it now. There you go. Kind of in the foul a little bit. We'll get them up out of the way a little bit there. 20 cars at 1,283 feet. This is in Train Sim World. Did you turn a switch underneath the train? No, I ran through a switch, dude. I told you that was going to happen. I told you it was going to happen. We're trying to pull this power. I grabbed a bunch of power, right? And was trying to clear it off some of these receiving tracks so I could shove some tracks, you know. And I guess there was a switch ahead of us that I wasn't thinking about in this crossover here. And we got through it. And then when I tried to reverse to go on one of these clear receiving tracks, we split a switch between locomotives. It was a hot mess into that time. It just all went downhill from there, dude. I knew that was going to happen. I told y'all, I was like, we're going to tear something up before the day's over with. I just wish there was a way to actuate the brakes off, the independent off on like trailing locomotives. Like cut it out. I guess, is there a way to cut out air brakes? Like, I said, this is getting into stuff that I've never really, I don't ever mess with. It's like once in a blue moon kind of thing. Can locomotives drift? They can when they derail. They'll drift all over the place then. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how you can do that. Would be railroading if something didn't break. Absolutely. Like I said, I had district superintendent tell me that one night, late one night. He's like, you're not railroading unless you break something. So there you go. All right, those are good and out of the way. So what we need to do is relinquish him. We'll eventually take him to the shop, but just not right now. And we got to get to humping. It's muy importante we start humping, and we hump now. So let's grab this guy. Always got to be mindful of your switches. Yeah, that's true. I actually applied the automatic a little too late in the bumper and into the track. Going 10 mile didn't derail though. I haven't messed with Railroader since the newest update and BMS GP. Oh, there's a GP40 out now. That's cool. I might could go for a GP40. You know what it feels like to work with a remote. Yeah, you're right, because you're having to think like way outside the box as far as like moving stuff around and not actually being on it. Guardmaster would be nice. I need to play around with the multiplayer and figure out how to host it again. It's been years since I've hosted a multiplayer. All right, we're good. You can shut the 38 and the 40 down now. Nice. I'll have to, I don't know. I still want to stay away from that high-end, like, later power. Until I do some stuff with the F units and all that. It sounds really cool. Like they would be nice for that railroad. Now they just need to do a GP35. Someone do a GP35 and a GP30. I want to go through the transitions like they did in real life. Let's grab our hump power once again. Grab the wrong one. Today is not the day for Spur to be railroading. I'm telling you, it's not. Now I can grab it. I said, oh, y'all helped. I said I can count on all y'all. Y'all help. I appreciate it. I said I can always count on you guys to help me out with this stuff. Okay, that's good. Now we need to make sure that our track is lined out. Let's go down to the other end. This hump 01 is tagged for the hump. Now I can AI it. I just can't AI it off that end. Okay. Alright, let's see if he does it. Grandmaster, be very cross with me. He can get over it. I don't know if this guy... It may not. Let's see what she does. I don't think she's going to work. I think I need to tag this one hump, right? There's a certain arrangement it needs to be. Yep. Alright, stop. Let's just do this. We'll rename it and then we'll AI it and then it should be good to go. Tag him hump one as well. I'll see if it does it. The 5M MC you're in is getting mechanic shop sometime today. So that 5M server, is it basically, has it got everything? Has it got like police? Just people doing all kind of stuff? First about to be out of service. Yes. About to get 30 days. I don't know, they'd be doing me a favor if they gave me 30 days. There we go. Now we're in business, guys. Let's double check our switches. Let's make doubly sure, because we already had one incident. We got to fill out paperwork on one incident. We don't want another one. No, big cat, no. Oh no, no, kitty. Oh, that's a MIG. That's a MIG over us. Okay, it's the weirdest day ever.